Alright, what's up? I'm X-Factor, this is Minecraft, and it's time for another Minecraft Snapshot video. This week we only have a couple things that are new to the game, but they're pretty cool, and I think they're going to have a lot of use in map making and redstone stuff. So, let's take a look at it here. The first block we have, it sort of looks like a dispenser with a triangular face. This is called the dropper. You craft the dropper similar to how you would craft a dispenser, but with a hopper instead of a bow. Now how the dropper works is very similar to a dispenser in that if I put some dirt in here, it will drop the dirt. Not much special there. The difference between this that some people seem to be having a hard time with is if you put arrows in the dropper, and I'll illustrate this point in a minute, if you put arrows in the dropper, it will drop them as well. Same goes with mob eggs and splash potions. So if I put a splash potion of swiftness in here, instead of shooting the potion and activating it, it will simply drop it. This is an awesome block. I think I can already see using this, and for another couple of reasons in a minute, in a couple maps, or for a couple of uses in maps, rather. So, let's take a look. Apparently it's supposed to dispense the item without using it, but I think that might be broken, or that it's been changed and I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so next item we have here, well, the next use for the hopper, again, is right, if you put a chest in front of the hopper, and I'll just show you what I've done here. People know if you put a comparator next to a hopper, or next to a dispenser, it will cause redstone update, and if you power a dispenser and give it a redstone update, it'll shoot. The same goes with a dropper. So what I've done here is I put some pig eggs here, and if we power it, doesn't sound like anything happened, but if we look in this chest, it has put 7 pig eggs in the chest. So if I press it again, we'll get 7 more. I think if I press it, you can see it going up, and there you go. Now, again, you could do the same thing with arrows or potions, whereas if you were to put a dispenser behind a chest, it would shoot them, and you'd have arrows sticking out of the back of the chest. This was just a speed test here. So we have a dispenser filled with arrows and a dropper filled with arrows, and they both have power from comparators at the back, causing redstone updates. So if I hold this button, if I get out of the way and press this button, the dispenser will shoot and the hopper will shoot. We pick up, or not the hopper, I keep calling it a hopper, it's a dropper. It rhymes. So if we go down here, we have 7 arrows, and if I get rid of these, we're going to pick up what the dispenser shot, and this was my test, and yes, a dropper shoots, or drops, at the same rate that a dispenser fires. So there you go, and that also illustrates a side-by-side difference between the two. Now, we also have this new minecart here, which is a minecart with hopper. You craft this basically how you would put anything in a minecart. There's a minecart in your crafting bench with a hopper on top of it. How this works is if we push this under the chest, it will start taking items out and filling up. And then I'm going to drive it back over here, park it over the hopper, and it'll put the items in here and put the items back in the chest. Very simple. All it does is the purpose is to prevent having to do this, which actually may be good in some cases if you have your. I'll move the track just to sort of show it a little bit more clearly, like that and like that. It saves you a block in height, because this effectively does the same thing. I'm sure there's other ways that it will be used, but this is the simplest thing you can do, and yeah. So this would then be a chest minecart. But, yeah. I think this should also work. Yeah, this does, again, the same thing as this. So there you go. I'm not sure, actually I haven't tested this, and this is a good thing to test. Okay, stop. Will you pick up items? Oh, it will pick up items. Okay. So if we throw items on the track here, we throw some grass and a hopper and a chest on the tracks, this minecart should go around, and yes, it does pick them all up and dispense them down into this chest. Okay. So let's take this grass out, and there we go. There you go. Okay, so I already know how I'm going to use this, and this is going to be awesome. Should have checked that ahead of time, to be honest, but more you know. Alright, so the next change is with TNT minecarts. Now previously these would just blow up. You know, we have the activator rails here, which have... oh, I need a torch. Thought this was powered. The activator rails, and in my last video these would just sort of activate and blow everything up. Now that's different though, is what's going to happen is I'm going to put this down, and it will go over the activator rail, get activated, make a sound this time, and it will blow up, but it doesn't blow up the track or the block supporting the track. You see, it just blew up this block that's right here. Similarly, if we come along here and send another one down, hell, let's make it 2. These will come down. They didn't have enough energy. Okay, they were still on the tracks that time. Let's try this one more time. Send 2 carts down, hell, make it 3. And they're going to go down. Oh, there we go. And they don't explode the second they leave the track anymore. They sort of will fizzle out. And actually, let's try one more thing. Is if I put this down and give it a push. There you go, it explodes when it hits the ground. So that's cool. You don't even need to activate it if you're going to push it off. That's cool. Wonder if you can make a cannon with this. I might try that later. Alright. So the last change that has been made, or the last cool change, is some change to the mobs. Actually, I can show you this quickly. These pillar blocks have been changed. Usually you only push them like this, and I think I mentioned this on the last week's snapshot. You can now place them like logs, which I've used briefly here. It makes for a cool kind of pathway outline, and I'll definitely be using this again. So, see here we got some round stone bricks. What I've done here is just to change the... there's been some change in mob habits, and you can see I'm in options, hard mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my difficulty, or my game mode, to 0. So we're in survival mode, and press this button. And that was, oh, there we go. And I've used a whole bunch of... these shoot behind. I've used droppers and dispensers to give myself some items. It was supposed to dispense or drop a whole bunch of items, but it doesn't appear to have worked. Oh well. So we'll gear up here. And what Dinnerbone has done is made skeletons harder to melee and zombies harder to shoot. I didn't get a bow. I thought I gave myself a bow. Nope, I guess not. Okay, let's change this here. Game mode 1. Get a bow and some more arrows. Okay, there we go. Kind of defeats the purpose of all that, but I just wanted to make a cool little armory wall with the droppers to give me arrows instead of command blocks with the give command. Okay, now back into the arena. Let's just sort of puttering around with. So in this dispenser we have skeletons, and in this one I have zombies. I didn't bother doing anything fancy with redstone. So I'm going to spawn a couple zombies. Now these guys are faster now than I can draw my bow, which makes them harder to shoot. Other than that, that's all I can sort of recognize. That they, if they're close to you, like if you have some good range, you're fine. But if you're close up, it's better to use a sword. They can come at you faster than you can draw the bow fully. Now the skeletons are definitely harder now. If I come way back here, he's going to sort of fire at a normal rate. But the closer I get to him, the faster he's going to shoot me. You can see there. So I can barely... he's hit me 4 times. I've hit him once. Twice. So, yeah. The skeletons are definitely going to be annoying in hardcore mode or anything like that. Any kind of game. 1,000. There we go. So, yeah. This is actually going to be pretty cool. I haven't tested this in normal. I didn't see any difference, to be honest. So if we... yeah, there's not much difference in normal mode. The difference comes in hard mode or hardcore mode. Game mode 0. Oh, I want game mode 1. T/game mode 1. Okay. Now we also have a couple of menu changes. These are the last of the in-game changes. I'm going to open up the menu here and show you. If we go to options, we can now change the texture pack in-game. This is incompatible because I'm in the snapshot and it's a old texture pack, so I can't do that. I think if we go to multiplayer settings, we can get some text options. I don't really know what this... Oh, there we go. If you see the bar at the bottom there, I can sort of change that around. Focused height, let's change that way down. The width I can change, so it's pretty cool, I guess. Oh, the height there, it's only showing me one update, so yeah. And I guess that's it. Also,